A 32-year-old man responsible for the mass stabbing on a London-bound train at the weekend has appeared in court. Antony Williams has been charged with 10 counts of attempted murder and has now been remanded in custody. He's also been charged with another count of attempted murder in connection to an incident at a light rail station earlier on the same day. Martin Brunt has the latest.
A very brief appearance by Antony Williams. He was in court for no more than about 5 minutes. He appeared dressed in a grey tracksuit. He was flanked by 4 prison guards and he was handcuffed. He didn't say much, he wasn't asked to say much, but he spoke very quietly to confirm his name, and when was asked about his address, he said no fixed abode. For most of that brief hearing, he hung his head low, looking down, looking at the floor. There was no bail application. He didn't ask for bail. And then it was over pretty quickly. The district judge asked him to stand. Williams looked briefly at the judge as the judge said that he would be kept in custody, at which point Williams simply nodded. And then he was taken from court. He wasn't asked to plead to any of those charges. It would have been very unusual at this stage. First appearance, I mean, it's less than 48 hours after his arrest. He faces 14 charges. Most of them relate to the alleged attack on the train on Saturday night. So there are 10 attempted murder charges there he faces. One of assault, which we understand relates to an allegation of an assault on a police officer at the police station later that night after the arrest, and one charge of knife possession. Now there's a second set of charges that relate to an alleged incident in London much earlier that morning, in the early hours of Saturday morning, in Docklands in East London, near one of the DLR railway stations, and from that alleged incident he faces 2 charges, one of another attempted murder and one of another possession of a knife. That's about as much as I can tell you. It was a very brief hearing. There were other things discussed that aren't reportable at this stage, because this is the start of what will likely be a long criminal justice process.